this is the older part of the hospital, the mechanical rooms where we have our desks and stuff, and where we hang out and have our lunches and stuff like that. So this is my desk. This is where I share with the day guy. So yeah, let me take you on a small tour to the newer part of the hospital. So this is one of the mechanical rooms in the new building of the hospital. I don't know what every piece of equipment is, because there's some plumbing stuff and other stuff, but these are 2 steam boilers. They pretty much take care of the operating rooms whenever they call for a certain humidification level. They fire up and create steam. Got an air handler right there. Got an ERV unit, basically stands for energy recovery. Pretty much it for this mechanical room. So this is the mechanical room next door to the other one. This is the booster chillers, basically for the 3rd floor operating rooms. Also just super cools the water so that they can bring down their thermostats to a really low temperature if they need to. And we just got an air handler back here that feeds the 5th floor, or one of the wings on the 5th floor, and that is labor and delivery. It's off right now because the temperature outside is cold enough. It was custom built for this hospital. That's pretty much it for this one. This is another mechanical room. It's a little bit bigger. This is one of the stations for that 6-inch tube system. We take care of these problems also. It's an example of the tubes that they put like blood in and pharmaceuticals, things like that. So in here, this is basically where most of the air handlers are for the entire new building. There's 9 floors. In this area over here, there's 2 special air handler units. These are specifically designed for the operating rooms. Got fan wall technology. This is where the water, where that booster chiller feeds to. motors is bad. They know about it. This was a day shift issue. Of course, these units are under warranty, so they're working on that. The contractors are gonna come and fix it. We got more air handlers. Pretty much the same thing, just feed different floors. And we got these little alright. So easy access. There's several of them around here. That's the pump for the steam condensate return back in that other mechanical room where the humidification boilers are. We got a split system up there. Well, technically the fan coil. All these have fan wall technology also. More air handlers. Ready to get changed, but everything's under a PM schedule, so we can't just go and replace filters. Our manager is pretty picky about ordering filters and all that, and so we gotta just wait till the schedule comes, I guess. But that's pretty much it for this mechanical room. This is the blower room for that 6-inch tube system. It's kind of loud in here. So this thing's fairly new. Any major problems, it's still under warranty, so we got the techs who put this in, you know, we can call them, but the stuck carriers or stations that are down, 75% of the stuff we take care of. You know, we can fix in this computer or go to the station and work on it from over there. But pretty much, this is what's called a linear coupler. You can't really see because of this cage, but it has all the different zones, and it has an arm that delivers the carrier to each zone back and forth and drop in from there. Basically just goes all around the entire hospital. That's pretty much it for this. Alright, so this is the roof, the 9th floor of the new hospital. These are where the split units are, NC units. So a few months ago I was doing a walkthrough up here, and I just decided to peek up in here, and this unit was leaking near the high pressure sensor. It's kind of windy up here, so that's why the fan's spinning. I don't really have anything long enough to stop it so you can see, but yeah, it was leaking in there. This must have been a factory defect, but me and my other buddy, we were gonna fix that leak, but I guess they ended up fixing it on day shift. I work second shift. It's more of the slower time, so I miss a lot of the action day shift since it's more busier. Got these exhaust fans. Here are the other units right here. And the only reason why we have split systems here is mainly for the elevator shaft, visitor service, emergency. There's also some down there. Mainly the air handlers and all that. Heat and cool. Not heat, but they cool the entire hospital. We got some more over here. Some exhaust fans. Some more right here, and all these we can see on the EMCS controls. We each have an iPad with the software, so we can literally look at all the equipment, what they're calling for, the temperature of the return, temperature of the supply, things like that, filter status. Yeah, there's a nice view up here. Yeah, the HVAC in a facility setting, I mean, some of you might think it's boring. I mean, it can be, because a lot of the action goes on out in the field, running service calls and stuff. But I mean, some other guys might like the facility setting because it's super chill. You know, there's a lot of freedom and downtime, you know, to just, you know, walk around or, you know, read manuals or just do whatever, you know. You're hardly ever on the roof unless something goes wrong, and that's really rare. Mainly everything's inside, in the AC, so it's real nice in the summer. I came from an installation background. I did go to school and stuff for service, but I never really, you know, worked for a company, got my own van and ran service calls. I was mainly just an installer who did work on the side, and then I got my foot in the door with facilities type jobs, and I mean, I like it. You know, sometimes it can get boring, you know, because it is fun fixing things, and you know, really often. And working at a place like this, it's mainly just maintenance, and if something trips, like a high static pressure, just resetting stuff, you know, repairing thermostats, just anything HVAC related. A couple weeks ago, a reach-in refrigerator for a doctor's lounge, I guess, went out, and the day shift guys, they're both my good friends. I guess they ended up replacing the compressor because I guess the compressor died, so it's working fine now. I had gotten a work order during my shift about it leaking water, so I went over there, took it apart, and it was just a clogged condensate drain, so I just cleared that out, and it's been working good. I haven't heard anything back, so we do get stuff here and there, but yeah, I mean, this is the roof. Pretty nice view, relaxing. I'll show you guys right now what it's like on the iPad, and how all the split systems and the air handlers and how everything looks from the software. So yeah, like let's say you have a room that's too cold or whatever, or too hot. You find the area and then click on the air handler that it serves, and you get the floor plan, and then all these numbers right here is the numbers of the thermostat. And when you find the exact location, then you click on the thermostat, like let's say this for example, brings up the VAV, and you just make changes on there. Okay, so let me go back. Let's click on this red one. Whoops. So this is the unit. So yeah, there's a little taste of the EMCS controls and how everything is manipulated as far as the heating and cooling